Hey guys, how's it going? Today I have a what sold video for you guys. We are going to be looking at the last week of October, and this week probably could have been better for me than it was, but I had a lot going on during the last week of October. There was trick-or-treating, there was a happy hour for a friend of mine at my old job that I was kindly invited to. I love that I can still go to the happy hours sometimes. There was a baby shower for my cousin and his girlfriend. There was a special Good Mythical Evening episode thing going on. We had a mattress delivered. I put out a YouTube video for the first time in a really long time. So I was just really focused on a lot of other things during this week, and so I kind of didn't list much of anything. Hence the November listing challenge, so that I can get back in the groove of listing things for this month and not have that happen again. Despite not really focusing too much on my business during this week, I still had a bunch of sales that I'm going to go over with you guys. We're going to talk about any sale that I had over $15 in profit first, and then afterwards we're going to go over some of my lowest profit sales. And if you happen to be new to my channel, let me introduce myself real quick. My name is Macy and I am a full-time fashion reseller. On this channel I put out reselling content to help you succeed at your reselling business. So if that sounds like something that interests you, feel free to hit subscribe down below and tap the notification bell so that you know next time I put out a new video. And I appreciate everybody that has subscribed to my channel so far. Okay, so let's jump into the sales from October 24th through October 30th. First sale I want to talk about is a Torrid black-red plaid toggle button front jacket in a size 1. It sold on eBay for $50.44. And after eBay fees and shipping, I profited $23.20. It took 35 days to sell. I picked up this item from Goodwill for full price, and I debated a little bit on whether I wanted to get it. Not because of the item itself, because it was a Torrid jacket and I was sure that I would be able to sell it for a decent price, but more because the condition was a little iffy. It looked like it would need a lot of work in terms of lint rolling because there was a lot of hair on it, and also the pilling, because there was a lot of pilling on it. So I did spend probably a good half an hour working on this jacket, just bringing my sweater shaver all over it and then lint rolling it, and sweater shaver, lint roll over and over again for a while. I got it in as good of a shape as I could, and then I listed up for sale and still mentioned in the description that there might be some leftover pilling and hair. There's just like, I'm not perfect, I might have missed stuff. Just wanted to put that out there, especially for eBay. I like to be super specific with my descriptions just so that if anything comes up, I can be like, I mentioned it, it was disclosed, you know, just cover my butt. But right off the bat, this was an interesting sale because I sent the jacket off to the person like I always do after I make a sale, and they received it, and then 6 days later after it was delivered, I received a negative feedback from this person saying never received. I was like, I didn't receive any message from the person. There was no case opened, nothing to inform me that they didn't receive the item, and it was marked as delivered according to tracking. So I reached out to the buyer and asked them to confirm that the address that I sent the item to, which was the address that was provided to me on eBay, was the correct address. They never responded. So my next course of action was to reach out to eBay customer service and ask them if the negative feedback could be removed. I didn't get my hopes up because in the past I have not had the best eBay experiences whenever it comes to this kind of stuff. So I was just kind of like throwing a Hail Mary and hoping for the best. And you know what? Surprisingly, things worked out okay, and eBay got back to me within a few hours and removed the negative feedback, saying that it was within their policies to do so. So, win. Oh my gosh. And the person never ended up responding, so I have no idea. Maybe they meant to leave that feedback on a different item. Maybe they found the package. Maybe someone else brought it in the house for them and they just didn't know. You know, there's so many things that could have happened. Who knows? The next sale was a J-brand navy night out luxe sateen jogger pants in a size 26. They sold on eBay for $62.44. and after fees I made $29.24. They took 66 days to sell, not too shabby. I picked up these joggers for full price from a TJ Maxx for 12 bucks. That's a little bit pricey for my taste for TJ Maxx, but this was a really nice pair of joggers, and I do have some decent luck with J Brand. There's a few items that I have from J Brand that have just been sitting forever, but for the most part I have good luck with it. So I thought I would give these a chance. Wasn't 100% confident in them, but someone from overseas, I think in the UK, reached out to me about this item. They were asking about sizing. I directed them to the measurements, told them try to compare the measurements in the listing to an item that you own, and that's the best way to see if something might fit you well. They said that the measurements were perfect for them, and they went ahead and purchased the item. So I love that. I love making international sales on eBay. I have never had anything bad happen whenever somebody orders something through the global shipping program. So I actually love those sales because I feel better that nothing bad will happen, like with the Torrid jacket. Keeping it rolling with the eBay sales, my next sale was an Abercrombie & Fitch Simone high-rise super skinny gray jeans, also in a size 26. They sold for $25.94, and after fees I made $15.29. They took 20 days to sell, which is awesome. I got them for $1 from a Goodwill whenever they were marked down on Dollar Day, and I usually have pretty good luck with the Simone high-rise style of Abercrombie & Fitch jeans, so keep a lookout for those, especially if you can find them in larger sizes. I was a little iffy about this size 26, but it ended up being okay. The next sale was a pair of frame distressed medium wash cuffed jeans in a size 26. All the jeans are size 26. They sold on Poshmark for $46, and after fees and a shipping discount of $1.50, I made $15.27. They only took 8 days to sell. I got these off of the FLYP Consignment app, so they were a consignment item. $20.03 went on to my consignee there. And it's funny because these jeans, the style name was Le Garçon, and I'm learning French in Duolingo. So before I started my lessons, I received these jeans, and I didn't realize that that meant boyfriend jeans, I'm assuming. So it was funny because after I got through one of the very first lessons on Duolingo, I learned boy, garçon, and then I realized that these jeans were boyfriend jeans. I'm excited for the other French words that I'm going to recognize now that I am learning French a little bit. Moving on, the next sale was a Torrid black faux leather zip-up jacket in a size 1. It sold on eBay for $48.44, and after fees I made $20.04. Oh snap, y'all. I just realized that I am telling you the amount after site fees, shipping, and my cost of goods. Typically I tell you my profit before my cost of goods just because, you know, cost of goods can vary so much depending on where you source your items from. So just because I paid a lot for something doesn't mean that you necessarily would have to, or just because I only paid $1 for something doesn't mean that you would necessarily. So I like to tell you my profit before cost of goods. But since this is how I've been doing it for the first 5 items and I don't really feel like starting over, I'm just going to continue to tell you my profit after my cost of goods as well. And you can add it back if you want to. I'll make sure to mention the cost of goods every time. But anyways, these took 180 days to sell, and it was another FLYP consignment item, which I actually had already completed the 90-day cycle that I had to sell the items. So after that was up, I requested a buyout of the items, which means that I offer up a certain amount of money to buy the items from the person, and then I just keep the consignment items rather than sending them back because they didn't sell. So I allocated $13.04 to this jacket. That was my cost of goods. I am surprised at how long it took for this jacket to sell, just because it got a lot of attention every time I relisted it. I always thought that like this will be the month that it sells, and it just seemed to take a while. I might have been pricing it too high perhaps. So every time I relist, I do drop the prices on my items to give them a better chance of selling. The next sale was a Lane Bryant pink leopard shark bite hem midi dress in a size 20. It sold on Poshmark for $35, After fees and a shipping discount, I made $15.50. It only took 1 day to sell. Love that. And I paid $11 for it from a consignment store in my area. If you guys watched my $50 listing challenge video, you will recognize this dress because it is one of the 7 items that I picked up to resell as part of that challenge. And it sold super fast. I was so excited about that because I thought it would take a little bit longer. But I will check in at the end of this month with all of the items that have sold from that challenge. Or you can keep following along with my what sold videos and you'll just hear them all along the way. If you have not yet seen that $50 challenge video, I will have it linked up there. The next thing to sell was a Michael Kors brown woven leather tote purse. It sold on Facebook Marketplace for $55, which was an offer I received from the buyer that I went ahead and accepted. And after fees, I made $20.72. It took 33 days to sell. That was a consignment item, so the reason that my profit was so low on that is because $30.70 went on to my consignee. I was a little nervous about this item because after the person received it, they were like, there's scratches on the sides, and I was like, yeah, I mentioned that in the description. But if you aren't happy with the item, feel free to initiate a return. And I have no idea how returns work on Facebook, so I don't even know if that's possible. But the person didn't respond and didn't do anything, so I got the payout, and now it's on my what sold list, and I'm issuing the payout to my consignee and just moving on because I don't. The next thing to sell was a pink Victoria's Secret heathered gray spell-out waistband joggers in a size large. They sold on Facebook Marketplace for $25, and after fees, I made $18.46. It took 3 days to sell, and I paid full price for these joggers at a Goodwill at $5.29. This was another item from my $50 thrift challenge, so I was super happy that that sold quickly. Actually, a bunch of items from that challenge sold quickly, so I think I did a pretty good job at sourcing the items. I just wish that I could have stretched the $50 out a little bit further because I only got 7 things with it, so my profit at the end of the day in total is not going to be that high, even if I sell everything by the end of the month. The next thing to sell was an Eileen Fisher black high-low sleeveless 100% silk tunic top in a size extra small. It sold on Poshmark for $26, and after fees and a shipping discount of $1.50, I made $7.05. It took 28 days to sell. This was another FLYP consignment item. If you have not yet tried out FLYP and you're interested in it, I always have links to FLYP down in the description down below. There's one if you want to be a pro seller, meaning that if you want to get consignment lots to resell, you would click that link, and then there's one to be a client, so consignee, and then you would use that link if you want to put lots up for sale on FLYP. I really like doing consignment through FLYP because then I have control over what lots I am applying for to resell, and I'm not just getting a bunch of random things from people. So $12.25 of the profit went on to my consignee there, and I was happy that that top sold so quickly and for such a good price because I was thinking since it was a size extra small, I would either have to let it go for less money or it would take longer to sell. The next thing to sell was a pair of American Eagle stretch mom jeans in a size plus size 24. They sold on Poshmark for $32. After Poshmark fees and a shipping discount of $1.50, I made $16.10. It took 85 days to sell. I have a couple pairs of these mom jeans in plus size and they are taking a while to sell. I'm not really moving my price too much on these. I'm kind of just keeping it the same and waiting for people to buy them. So it might take a little bit longer, but I'm confident that all the jeans will sell eventually. I picked them up for $8 at a TJ Maxx on clearance. And so since they were such a good deal, I mean, that's as much as I would pay for full price jeans at my Goodwill. So heck yeah, I'm gonna get a pair of new jeans for that price in plus size 24. The next sale is a Lucky Brand Brooks Skinny Dark Wash Jeans in a size 8. They also sold on Poshmark for $27, and after fees and a shipping discount of $1.50, I made $13.11, and they only took 4 days to sell. I paid full price for those, $6.99 from Goodwill. They were another item from my $50 thrift challenge. So happy for all those quick flips from that. Lucky Brand, you have to be very careful with what items you pick up from them because they're not all going to do well. You have to be very careful with what style of jeans that you're picking up. Just make sure to look it up on Poshmark, see recent solds before you pay full price for any Lucky Brand jeans. The only ones that you can feel pretty confident that you'll be okay with are Lucky Brand men's jeans. Those I consistently sell for about $30 without any issues. But the women's jeans, it really depends on style. And women's tops and sweaters and everything else, unless it's a really trendy or new tags or something is really going for it, then it might not be worth the pickup. The next sale was a pair of Hudson Ginny straight cuffed jeans in a size 26. So many size 26 jeans. They sold on Poshmark for $31, and after fees I made $15.34, and they took 285 days to sell. I got these on Facebook from my quarantine thrift group as part of a big bundle of stuff that I was getting from somebody that was listing stuff. They've since changed their name to something else. I can't think of what it is at the moment, but you can still get some pretty good deals on there if you're willing to spend a lot of time looking through a lot of stuff to figure out what you want. So I allocated $9.46 to this pair of jeans. They did take obviously a while to sell at 285 days. So I don't know. I'm happy with how much they ended up going for, but I wasn't sure if they were ever going to sell, honestly. And the last item on my over $15 profit list was a Talbot's black oversized button front jacket in a size 12P. It sold on Poshmark for $21, and after fees and a shipping discount of $1.50, I made $14.30. It took 200 days to sell, and I did get that item for $1 from a Goodwill Dollar Day. I picked it up mostly based on size. I kind of steer clear of Talbot's unless it is $1 and unless it is a good size. I love selling size 12. It usually sells for me. Even if it takes a while, I don't usually have to worry about it not ever selling. And this item got a surprising amount of attention for what it is, just a black jacket with big buttons. So I thought that was interesting. I'm still trying to figure out Talbot's a little bit because I know some people have a really good time with it and I'm always very hit or miss. Okay, let's move on to some of my lowest profit sales. So the first one I want to talk about is an Urban Outfitters Ecote printed halter lace hem dress in a size small. Sold on Poshmark for $12 after Poshmark fees and a shipping discount of $1.50. I made $3.95. It took 280 days to sell, and I paid $3.60 for that dress. I don't remember. Oh, I got it from a ThredUp outlet haul. Not my best pickup. Urban Outfitters has really been a turn off for me lately. It's just not selling like it used to. So I think I'm going to more and more be very selective with my Urban Outfitters pickups. The next sale was an August Silk pink flower applique long sleeve top in a size large. Sold on Facebook Marketplace for $5, which is like, whenever I'm just trying to get rid of stuff, I put it up for $5 on Facebook Marketplace, and sometimes that works surprisingly well. And Facebook Marketplace fees are so low. Like, my fees were 58 cents on this top, which is awesome because you can't get that low on any other platform if you sell something for only $5. So after my fees and my cost of goods, I made $3.42. It took 458 days to sell. And that's why I'm trying to get it to sell. It's honestly on a different list in my spreadsheet at this point. It's on the I need to pull this item and get rid of it list, which a bunch of items are, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So until I get around to it, the items are still going to be up for sale, and if they happen to sell, then that's fine. But I really don't like to keep items for more than 365 days because it's stale at that point. I don't want to keep relisting an item over and over and over and over and over just to, have it sell for a few bucks. Like, once you reach a year and it's been discounted to such a low price, it's time to just pull it and move on. So I will do that soon. Part of the reason I have not done it yet is because I want to make a video out of it, so I will do that soon. The next sale, very similar, an item that has been clearanced down to the 5, is a Renlin red black button front blazer in a size 10. Again, Facebook Marketplace, $5, $3.42 in profit, 465 days to sell. Very, very similar to the other item. I don't know what I was thinking when I picked this up. I only paid $1 for it, got it from a Goodwill Dollar Day, but sometimes I think something looks kind of cool and I'm like, I'll try it, vintage, but I'm just not that good at it. Some people are really good at vintage. I try it every now and then I end up sitting on it for, 465 days. The next sale was a Blue Rain black surplice neck metallic floral blouse in a size large. It sold on eBay for $12.94. After fees, I made $5.63, and it took 209 days to sell. That was another dollar pickup. I grabbed it just because I thought it was pretty. Blue Rain is a Francesca's brand, so you're already not going to make a whole lot from a Francesca's brand, and this was also just like a blouse. So the next sale was a Mossimo burgundy textured fit and flare sweater dress in a size medium, sold on eBay for $15.94. After fees, I made $5.39, and it took 179 days to sell. Again, it was a dollar pickup. I got it just because I like the style. It sold right when I would expect it to. It is now getting into sweater dress season, so it makes sense that sweater dresses would be selling now and not when I picked it up back in May. Mossimo is a Target brand, so you're not going to get a whole lot for a Mossimo item unless it is a really, really good style. The next sale was a Fashion Nova pink O-ring quarter zip Sherpa pullover in a size large. It sold on eBay for $13.04. After fees, I made $6.14, and it took 429 days to sell. I wasn't sure this was ever gonna sell, oh my gosh. I was like, this isn't a bad item, it's a Sherpa pullover, but it was not in great condition. It was actually kind of rough. Like, it's been through a couple of winters, so I'm just happy it's out because I have been looking at that item for so long. I'm so tired of looking at it. And the last item I want to tell you guys about on my lowest profit list was an Urban Outfitters BDG snap front mini denim A-line skirt in a size extra small. It sold on Facebook Marketplace for $9. After fees, I made $7.19, and it took 463 days to sell. I paid $1 for that skirt, and oh my gosh, whenever I picked it up, I thought it was, oh, this is a winner, Urban Outfitters skirt, it's cute. I could see lots of people wearing this. I think whenever I picked it up, denim skirts were kind of more in style than they are at the moment. But my gosh, it's just been sitting and sitting and sitting. I don't remember how much I initially priced it for. Maybe it was priced too high, but I have been trying to sell this thing for so long, and this is another reason why I'm going to be steering clear of Urban Outfitters, because for the life of me, I think things are cute from them and they just don't sell at all. So it was rough. So anyways, let's talk about our totals. For this week, I had 33 sales in total, with my total revenue being $748. After my cost of goods, my site fees, shipping costs, I made a profit of $340, which gives me a net profit margin of 45%. Not really where I want to be, but it was a rough week, so it's okay. Breaking it down a little bit further, of the 33 sales that I had, 28 were personal sales, meaning items that I picked up myself to resell, and they had an average profit of $10.22, and 5 were consignment sales with an average profit of $10.78. Much better than the prior week, which had an average profit of like $4 and something for the consignment item. I think it was brought up a lot by that Michael Kors purse, because I made a good profit on that one just because it sold for so much. So the consignment average profit actually beat out my own this week, which is interesting. All in all, October was a pretty good month considering I didn't list as much as I normally would or would have liked to. I think my average amount of listings per day, really with me it's like some days I'll list a bunch and then some days I won't list anything, but the average, if you were to split it up between all the days in October, it was like 3.5 listings a day, which is not great. You're not gonna get a ton of money if you're only listing 3.5 items a day. So I'm trying to remedy that for November so that I can have a better November, but let me know how your guys' October was. Let me know if you hit your listing goals and if it resulted in the profit that you wanted to see, or if you were kind of having a rough month like me. Just because, it's fall. Things are happening. I have a real problem with if I get too distracted by outside things, it's really hard for me to get back into a rhythm of business stuff. This month I'm trying to stay more focused, and there's not a whole lot of things going on that are going to be distracting me this month, I don't think, so should be good. Thank you guys so much for watching this whistle video. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like down below, as it really supports my channel and gets this video out in front of more eyeballs. And if you haven't already and you're liking my what sold videos or any of my other reselling content, be sure to hit subscribe down below and turn that notification bell on to all so that you get notifications whenever I put out new videos. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Bye.